Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America. And this conservative Supreme Court has a way of getting under the skin of Democrats and drives them absolutely crazy. And I got to tell you guys, I love it. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. The big decision that we are waiting for from the Supreme Court, the decision, well, there's two really decisions that are going to shape this Supreme Court this term. One is, can the provision of interrupting an official government procedure apply to all those January 6th protesters and also apply to former President Donald Trump? That is likely to be struck down, and that is the basis for most of the defendants in January 6 cases. That's what most of them are being tried on, being convicted on, and it may not apply to them. The Supreme Court's going to decide that probably in the next week. But there's one more decision, and that's the Trump immunity decision. Now, Democrats were furious that the court even took this case. They wanted the court to say, no, we agree, we're not taking the case. And then the appeals court decision, which said Trump did not have immunity, would have stood. But this is a much more nuanced argument. Does the presidency have no immunity? Because if that's the case, that's supremely dangerous. You cannot have a presidency if there's no immunity. Presidents would get tried and convicted for all kinds of things that they have to do as part of their official duties. On the other hand, does a president have blanket immunity? If a president has blanket immunity, then they can commit any crime they want and not be punished because they were the president when they did it. That is a violation of everything I know about the Constitution, and equally, if not more dangerous than the first scenario. So what has to happen is you have to split the baby here. There's no doubt about it. You have to split the baby. You have to say the president has immunity for XYZ things, but not ABC things, or vice versa. But you have to, it can't be just a yes or no decision on immunity. And I think that's why it's taking so long, although the decision's probably already been made. And now some Democrats are having a conniption about this. They're having a total canary because they think the Supreme Court is trying to run out the clock for Trump for a trial that, look, let's face it, is probably not going to happen before the election already. But Democrats are pinning their hopes on this trial because, hey, the Alvin Bragg one backfired. And even if they don't get a conviction, they don't really care. They just want Trump tied up in court and not campaigning. Let's take a look at Norm Eisen, a legal expert and super liberal, having an absolute meltdown over this. And then leave me your comments because, gosh, I love to read them.
It's interesting that the court isn't scheduled to issue more decisions until Thursday, further delaying any resolution to Trump's immunity claim. At what point does holding that trial before the election become totally unrealistic?
Well, Wolf, we're on the brink of that. This question of whether the immunity that Donald Trump asserts, even to send SEAL Team 6 to assassinate his political rivals, was first placed before the Supreme Court on December 11th, 2023. There's no call to take 6 months to decide the absurdity of that question. And with every passing day, they're more responsible for the problem you identify of getting this trial on the books. We'll see. Ellie's right about the two forks in the road. We'll see which one they take. You could still jam a trial in, or if they announce a test with fact-finding, the district court has time to do a mini trial, ascertain the facts, and determine whether immunity applies or not. It doesn't on these allegations.